Why would an independent broker leave and go to EXP? Well, I will tell you. We've got RevShare, we've got stock, we've got amazing technology, the type of technology that massive agents use to generate leads and to be able to be the massive agent. We've also got training, education, and support, and it's an online-based company, just like Amazon, just like Netflix. And look what they've done. They have exploded. We are transforming agents' lives, and we are helping agents create their own organization within an organization and actually have the ability to retire, have freedom, flexibility, and that is why
Are you wanting a kickstart on your business and you want to learn how to be the go-to professional in your industry? Well, guess what? I've got a challenge for you. It's 5 days of coaching. It's brand new. Just go to KristaMashore.com/client conversion. That's KristaMashore.com/client conversion. And you'll get a training with me for 5 straight days that's going to help kickstart you as the go-to professional in your industry. So sign up and I'll see you there.
We're going to be talking today about time management. How do we get it all done? Welcome to Questions with Krista. Today we have a question from Randy Work. And Randy says, I struggle to create a consistent schedule that allows me to work on my business. I have another job part-time at the moment, and they frequently call on me on my days off, so I get off track. Any advice? Well, Randy, let me tell you, have you ever heard of the Pomodoro technique? The Pomodoro technique is absolutely amazing, and it's been proven that if you utilize the Pomodoro technique, that you will save 16 hours a week. 16 hours a week just by utilizing the Pomodoro technique. This is a technique that I absolutely make my whole entire company utilize. And here's what you do. You pick one task, just one thing. Let's just say that one thing is answering emails. So all you'll do during that 25 minutes, you'll set a timer for 25 minutes. You'll work on just emails for 25 minutes. You're going to turn off your post notifications. You're going to minimize all the millions of tabs that you have open. You're not going to answer your phone. You're not going to check your text messages. You're just going to work on emails for that 25 minutes. Now, here's the deal. If you get distracted and you think about something else, write it down, go right back to what you're doing. Do you know that it's been proven that when you get off task from something, it typically takes anywhere from 22 to 23 minutes for your brain to get back on task? When you continue to go and multitask, people think that they get more done. It's been also proven that you get less done. And the more that you multitask, the harder it becomes for you to focus on one thing. So start utilizing the Pomodoro technique. Again, 25 minutes, focus on one thing. After that 25 minutes, you take a 3 to 5 minute break. You do this 4 times in a row, and that's considered one Pomodoro. After doing one complete Pomodoro with 25-minute increments, taking 3 to 5 minutes off after each time to reset yourself, to stretch, to use the bathroom, and then going back to another 25-minute task, doing that 4 times, then you take a 15-minute break. Now, if you do this over and over again, you are going to see just how much more that you get done. My students have told me that when they utilize the Pomodoro technique, they get a massive amount of items done during the day. They're much more productive, they're much more task-oriented, and they're much more focused. So start utilizing the Pomodoro technique. Also, you've got to learn to say no. It is really hard in order, Rusty, for you to do real estate full-time, part-time, and have a part-time job. It's going to be difficult for you to ever get any momentum in real estate. So my advice would be is to tell them when you're off, not to call you, not to distract you, to focus on real estate or on lending. So that way you can just go straight into it full time, because once you can put all of your focus into one thing, you are going to be much more successful, much more productive, and you're going to get there much more quickly. So start utilizing the Pomodoro technique, start learning when to say no. Even if that no means saying no to volunteering or doing things that really aren't helping serve you and your business right now. Right now, Randy, be a little selfish. Take care of yourself. It's okay. You're trying to build a real estate business. You're trying to, change careers and get out of having to work part-time. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with you saying no. There's nothing wrong with you being a little selfish and taking care of you. And absolutely utilize the Pomodoro technique, Rusty. And as always, everyone, thank you so much for listening. Do me a favor, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, because that way we know you like what we're giving you, and we'll be sure to give you more. And as always, let us know what your questions are. are. We want to answer them and make it a great day. And I appreciate your time. Content. How do you find great content that you can actually write about or speak about or talk about that people are actually going to want to listen to? Hi, you are here with Questions with Krista. We've got a question today by Morgan Afferat, and it says, how do I continue to create valuable content for social media? I struggle to come up with new ideas. Well, here's the thing. Many people struggle with what they should be talking about on social media. But let me give you one strategy. First, you got to think about who is your client avatar. Who's the client that you're trying to go after? Who are you trying to target? Who are you trying to reach? What age are they? What interests do they have? What do they like to do? Where do they like to go? Are they educated? Are they married? Are they single? Do they have kids? Think about who your client avatar is and then identify what stage of life they're in and what they're interested in. If you're looking for somebody who wants to buy a home, if you're looking for somebody who wants to sell a home, if you're looking for an investor, you need to think about where they're at in their life, and then what you can do is go onto Facebook and look up 10 to 20 people that meet that criteria. And here's a great idea. Go in and look at where it says About Me or About Krista. You can see, go click on that, and then you can scroll down where it says Check-ins and see where they're checking in. Where are they going? What are they doing? What are they liking? And then you can start to actually go and interview the places that they're checking in at. Ask if you can do a community video. Ask if you can help do something in collaboration with the restaurant or the area or the place that they checked in. That's one way to get relevant content. But here's the thing. There's so much content that people are actually searching. People love information. So if you go onto Google and in the Google search, you just type in the question, 5 things to do when you're selling, or how to sell a house, or how to buy a house, or what you shouldn't do when buying, how to repair credit. And what you're going to see is you're going to see the most common search terms that come up. And you can create content regarding the most common search terms that come up. If you scroll to the bottom of Google, you can look down where it says relevant searches. That'll give you more information that is relevant to the searches that are most commonly searched. Now, if you do this, it's going to give you so much information, so much content that you'll be stoked, right? Another thing that you can do is there's a website called answerthepeople.com. Answerthepeople.com. You type in a question and it gives you the who, the what, the when, the where, the whys, and the most common questions that are answered regarding who, what, when, where, and why regarding that specific question. So you'll have tons of content to be able to talk about. Another thing you can do is just open up your local newspaper. Go to your news feed on Google. Go to see what's happening in the city. And what's happening in the city, start to elaborate on that. Give more information, give more detail. If there's a topic that's coming up in your area that's controversial, or there's something that's happening that people are like happy about or not happy about it, talk about it, educate people about it, maybe even pick a side. There's so much content that you can do. It's not difficult. It's just, that's one of the things that keeps us kind of stuck where we're at. Another thing to do is just pick one topic, and let's just say you're going to pick contingencies. So if we pick contingencies, well, what are contingencies? How long are contingencies? How do contingencies affect a buyer? How do they affect a seller? What happens if you don't meet the contingencies? How do you extend them? And we can go, what types of contingencies are there? You can go on and on, right? That right there just gave us 8 topics for 8 videos or 8 content pieces for just one thing, which is contingencies. So you can do that with pretty much just about everything. Think about a first-time buyer. What does a first-time buyer need? What are the steps? How to get qualified? What's the down payment? How much of a down payment do you need? Do you need a good credit score? We can go on and on and on about content. So what I would suggest doing is sitting down one day and just really mapping out all the different topics that you could talk about. That way it doesn't prohibit you from actually doing it, and then Write it down so you have always something to pull from. Anytime you hear a great podcast or you read a great article or read a great book, write it down, make notes on it, and then do content on it. It doesn't always have to be real estate. In fact, if it's just real estate or it's just your profession, people are going to get bored by it. So you want to be giving as much content that just makes people smile, that adds value to them, that serves them, that makes your life easier, and that serves a need. So I hope that helps. I hope it made sense. And I thank you so much for your time. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, make it a great day. Hey there, I have a brand new podcast called Fired Up with Krista Mashore, where I bring my high energy right to your ears. This podcast is available on all your favorite podcast platforms. So do me a favor, go subscribe and leave a review. All this information is free and I cannot wait to teach you everything I know. Thanks so much for watching my video. You can learn more about how to be a successful real estate professional by watching other videos that I have. And be sure to subscribe to my channel. And as always, make it a great home selling and buying day.